What is happening, guys? ARCHIEzzle here and welcome to another video. Archies, I hope you guys are having a great day. Today's video, we're going to be talking about hazing in the military or hazing in the army. I know, I'm not going to lie, hazing does exist, especially back in the day. And I'm really fortunate that I'm not there or in that time period where hazing was actually happening in the military, in the army. I'm not going to lie that it does not happen because it has happened before in the past. And there's a lot of people who got out because of hazing, people who got hurt, people who had mental issues and, psychological issues because of hazing. And some people even die, lose their lives, which is really unfortunate because of hazing. And that's not really good, and hopefully it doesn't really happen right now. But you gotta learn that we always talk about the real deal here on this channel. So I do believe that it still exists somewhere, some place that I don't really know. I haven't experienced any hazing the whole time I've been in the army, in the military. But I know it does exist. If there's good, there's always going to be evil. I know in some countries, I believe they still do hazing behind closed doors. It does happen. But I see it more as a tradition. And there's like a fine boundary when it comes to like hazing. I usually get these comments from recruits and also on my YouTube comments like, is there hazing in the military? I'm kind of scared of joining because of hazing. Again, everything that we're going to be talking about on this video, on this channel, is just based on my experience. So nope, zero. I haven't experienced any hazing in my whole army career, even in high school, even in college, I didn't even join any fraternities or anything like that. So I have never experienced anything dealing with hazing. I do believe though that if you join the military, it's more considered as tradition, because joining the military, especially if you're going to be in a combat MOS, a combat job, you're going to be overseas and actually going to be the ground force. You're going to be there in a firefight. That's your job if you're infantry. So I do believe that tradition should be enforced. Tradition meaning they might be a little mean to you. They might make you push a little bit more, do stupid stuff, a lot more physical stuff, or sometimes mental stuff that will really break you down and think like, why the fuck am I doing this? I don't want to do this anymore. Why am I in this position right now? Because I signed a dotted line. The reason being behind that is that, think about this, you signed for a combat job or a combat MOS. So I feel like tradition should really be in place. But it doesn't mean that they have to like smoke the dog shit out of you because of nothing. The main reason why they make you do some stupid stuff in a combat MOS or a combat job is because you're actually going to be overseas, like what I said. You're going to be in the heat of everything. So you got to learn how to act. You got to be mentally tough, physically strong, and just focus. I haven't heard any story or haven't experienced it again in real life or anywhere, but I've heard that it does happen, and it has happened before. But I haven't really spoken with anyone who actually knows the whole story or the whole details. But there's been situations where they cross that boundary of tradition and they actually just smoke soldiers or haze them because of just, I guess, being like power hungry, power tripping, being on that position because they can. And if you're a brand new soldier, if you are a brand new person going into the organization, hey, hi, Ileana. See, that's what I have to deal with when I make videos, but it's all good. It's okay, Ileana. It's okay. What do you want, Mama?
This one here.
Oh, by the way, say hi. Hi, Ileana.
Hi.
The reason why I make these videos, by the way, is somewhere when I'm older, I guess, I can look back into it and like, oh, look at me. Look at old Archie like 20 years ago. Look how stupid he was talking to his camera. And I want Ileana to see this also. It's actually a little off topic for what this video is about. But yeah, because Ileana's here and I have to watch what I say now. The main thing is that hazing is not really great, because I feel like you can't learn anything from hazing. It's just mentally, physically, psychologically messing up some soldiers' minds, their bodies, their way of life. It's just degrading them. I feel like there's really that fine boundary of hazing and tradition. I do believe in tradition though, and I do support that, because sometimes if you're brand new to the army and you encounter a really old NCO or a drill sergeant or a leader who's actually in a combat MOS, they want to instill that discipline in your head. They want you to have that mindset of what you're going to be doing once you're in the army. This doesn't really pertain to any MOSs. It's mostly combat jobs, but to some degree or some level or some point as a soldier, it doesn't matter what your job is, you're going to be taught about that mentality that you're a soldier first, regardless of your job, your MOS, or what you're supposed to do. Even if you're just a combat support MOS, you're a soldier first. Ileana just woke up, by the way, and she's wearing her little dress. Say hi. Say hi again.
Hi.
You're too busy with your iPad, man. What are you watching? Kubo?
Look.
Give me a kiss. My question to you guys is, have you experienced hazing, or anyone that you know, not just in the army, not just in the military? Did they go overboard and made them do tasks that's not really supposed to be done, or it doesn't make any sense, so there's no point in doing so? It's not even considered corrective training or anything. Or let me ask you this also, if you are in that situation when you're going to be in charge of soldiers, people, or not even just soldiers, even in like a fraternity or like a sorority like that, are you going to be conducting hazing? Are you all for hazing, or it's just more of like a tradition? Or have you seen instances where it crossed that border between tradition and hazing? Well, that's it for this video. I do appreciate you guys watching, and make sure you smash that like button to help the channel grow, because it does. And make sure you subscribe and hit that little bell on the side of the subscribe button so you get an email whenever I upload a new video. That is it for today. ARCHIEzzle out.